Up next, one brave woman will face her fears, shaving her head for an incredible cause. She's next.
I got your back when you're stranded. You're coming in, and the love kick starts again. Starts again, and the love kick starts again.
Okay, we are 13 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Lovely to have you along today. Up next, one brave woman will face her fears, shaving her head for an incredible cause. We'll look at that very shortly. It is 12 minutes away from 8 o'clock. It's the AM show on 3, Magic Talk and Online. If you're watching on the television, don't forget you can get us on the radio as well. It is, you text 3920 and we are there. It is Magic Talk, okay, that is us. Every 4 hours, a New Zealander is diagnosed with leukaemia or blood cancer. Our next guest has experienced this firsthand with the loss of her partner, and then, incredibly, her mother died from the same cancer. Kelly Shrimpton joins us ahead of Shave for a Cure Week, the big fundraising event from Leukaemia Blood Cancer New Zealand. Kelly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Unbelievable.
It
Isn't
is quite.
So you lost your partner when?
In 2006. He was 31.
And what was the cancer?
It was non-hodgkins lymphoma.
Okay, then your mum? The same?
Mum passed away in July last year of the same thing. 11 years and 11 months to the day after Nick died.
Oh, goodness. What sort of cancer is it? What is it?
It's lymphoma. It's a blood cancer. And there's a lot of different types of lymphoma and of non-hodgkin lymphoma. Mum had mantle cell lymphoma, and it starts in the blood and affects the bone marrow. And
and you'd been through it before with Nick, your partner. You must have wanted to say, hang on a second, what have I done to deserve, or our family done to deserve this a second time?
You start to wonder, you look at the common denominator and you just have to not think about that, really. And I had to work really hard to remind myself when Mum was first diagnosed that this isn't the same story, that yes, it's the same disease, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go the same way. And, I had to try and stay in the moment and deal with what was happening in front of me rather than...
And how much of when you were fighting with your mum, when I say fighting with your mum, did your mind keep going back?
Yeah, a lot. And more so at some times than others. There were times along the path with her treatment that specifically she had a stem cell transplant, and as she was sort of recovering from that in hospital, she started having fevers a lot, and Nick had that was his main symptom of the disease, was fevers. And so that became very scary. It was like, oh my goodness, we're back in the same situation. Yes. We're looking for causes.
You've had a hellish 10 odd years, haven't you? 15 years.
It's been a challenge.
Yeah, that's saying something.
Tell us about your husband and how it came on and how he dealt with it, being just 31 years old.
Yeah, he was my partner. He, as I say, his symptoms were that he had fevers, and they couldn't find a cause for the fevers. We were in Dublin at the time, and there was an extended period of just hunting for an infection because that was the most likely cause of fevers. And it went on, and it got really scary. It got to the point he couldn't walk to the end of the ward, and you sort of have to start stomping your feet and saying, we're not getting anywhere. I'm scared, what's going on? And eventually he was diagnosed with non-hodgkins lymphoma. Was there much help for you? You came back to New Zealand? I did. Nick was English, right. And so he was moved from Dublin to England. Right, and you went with him? No, when it was time for him to go back to England, he said to me, I really want you to go home so that you're with your friends and family and I don't have to worry about you. Heartbreaking. It was. And, thank you. Some myself. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And that was before he was diagnosed with lymphoma. And so the theory was he was going to get better and come to New Zealand and we were going to carry on like nothing had happened. And you dreamt big. Just after I got home, he was diagnosed, and then 6 weeks later, he passed away.
Oh,
Was
did you
the-
get to see him? Were you able to get back in time?
No, I didn't get back, and I didn't get to go to the funeral, which was really hard too. And I don't think I realised how hard that was until I went through it with Mum, and it was a different experience. And then it just made me look back and think, actually, that was really hard. Like, it felt hard because it was, as opposed to looking back and beating myself up for how hard it was.
Let's do something in his memory and your mum. So can we shave your head?
Yes.
Is it because that's what we do for leukemia and for blood cancer? We're going to shave it all off.
Are you nervous?
Quite.
Just one from me. You obviously got a very personal story, and here you are sharing it publicly. What's the goal of, and now you're about to do something, putting you outside your
ridiculous.
comfort zone
Yeah.
a little bit. What's the ultimate goal?
The goal for me, the big goal is for research to be funded. That means that people don't have to die from this, and that is a big goal. And whether this is alone is not going to get us there, but to raise money for research and for support. The difference for me, or a difference for me between when Nick was sick and when Mum was sick, was having the support of Leukaemia and Blood Cancer New Zealand.
Were they good?
They were amazing.
They tell you lots of things.
They provide these booklets that have all of this information, and for me that was really important. I needed to know the details because that was my way of coping, and it meant I could help Mum to understand as well.
So the detail that we'll tell you now is that what we'll do with your hair is that we will shave it. It'll fall off, it'll go into the ground, and it will take weeks and weeks and weeks to go back.
You know that I feared that Duncan was actually going to do it, and I thought
I think he should.
You are a brave lady.
Oh no, his own, I mean.
Oh yes, that
You
yes.
can ask Mark about that because I turned up at Mark's house with a skinhead once.
Yeah, and the dog didn't like it. The dog bit him. But actually, without sounding creepy, I think you're going to look good, actually. There's a little bit of Sinead O'Connor going on there, I
Do I
reckon.
get the accent?
You've got good features, and you're already shaved on one side at the moment, and you rock it. So
Would you
it's
like to
good.
put a complaint in about Mark? No? There's an HR department.
Compliment.
Of course it is. Okay, so Debbie's going to look after you with the hair. Thank you for coming to the AM salon. And for being so brave as well, and all the best, because I sense that there's still a lot of recovering to go.
Yeah, it's a process.
Talking's a good thing.
It is.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Nice to see you, and all the best.
Thank you.
Stay strong. Yeah, if not a little bit cooler heading into sort of autumn with no hair. Good luck with that. If you'd like to support Kelly and donate to her page, go to shaveforacure.co.nz and search for Kelly Shrimpton. She would most appreciate your support. News is next, plus the panel. We're talking to Petra Bagris from the Parenting Place and lawyer Marcus Beveridge. We're playing 9 and 10 as well. Stand by.
I believe in starting over. I can see that your heart is true. I believe in love, you give me reason to.
Opinion in spades and conversation aplenty. On 3, Magic Talk and online with our partner Chorus, it's the AM Show.
Okay, welcome back. It is Wednesday the 6th of March, the AM Show. A cut above the rest. We're off to Christchurch for a game of 9 and 10 shortly. The panel joins us shortly as well. Kai Kurilo for Parenting Place, Petra Bagris and lawyer Marcus Beveridge will discuss bank profits and the correct way to wash dishes. Mr. Beveridge, do you know how to wash dishes? And then after 8:30 we find out the top baby trends for 2019, although I'm not planning anything in that area. And just before 9, we get advice on the rights and responsibilities of tenants, and also how to complain if you get a bad haircut as well. And not that you'll be getting one here on the AM Show, a bad haircut, you'll get a good one. Kelly Shrimpton, you're in the hot seat this morning and getting your hair cut for blood cancer, Leukaemia New Zealand. There we go. How's it going? All right, Kelly? You okay, Kelly? You're surviving?
Yeah,
Yes?
It's going.
It's going all right. It's going, gone. How's that feel? Are you nervous?
Yes, quite.
Yes, it's coming off. Well, there's still quite a lot there. We need that chopped off, don't we?
What do you reckon your partner and your mum would think of this?
I think they'll be somewhere laughing their heads off.
Well, you've suited it so far. It's looking good.
Thank you.
So far, you'll suit it right the way through. We will come back to you shortly as well. It's 8 o'clock. It is news time. Very good morning to you. Thank you, Mark. Let's cue the shaver. Let's get the shaver going again. Kelly, how far down the track are we with the hair?
We're getting there. I think we're making progress.
We're getting there. We need to... Debbie, is there much hair to come off, Debbie? Debbie,
Well, I think you can help us with this other side, Duncan.
you want me to come along with the... What do they call them? Cloppers? No, what are those things?
Clippers.
Clippers. Oh, clippers, cloppers.
How long would it take to grow the hair back to its current level?
Well, usually about 2 years for this amount of hair to grow back. Another 2 years, 2 to 3 years.
Kelly, you're very lucky because your features actually suit that short haircut. I wouldn't be able to get away
That's
with
lucky,
it.
isn't
Looks
it?
gorgeous.
Could it come back a different colour?
It'll come back darker, won't it, to start with?
Great.
There's a few sparkles in there, so yeah, 2 years of life will tell.
Hey, Mark, you were right about Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely bang on.
Yeah, similar features.
I was about to say, I'm glad I'm not a Kennedy, but no, that's Shane Lane. Yeah. But it looks good. It looks good. There's still a wee way to go. I think it suits you.
Thanks.
Are you going to go help Duncan?
Sorry, what was that?
Yes.
Duncan, would you like Duncan to help have a little shave?
He's
Maybe
welcome to.
Hey,
Yes,
go
exactly.
on, do it, Duncan.
I will be there. You save me some? You save me some.
I will save you some.
Save me the bit at the front there. I'd love to put a mullet on you or something like that anyway. It is... Oh, I'd love to do a mullet. No, you're not saying
You could do the
that.
last cut.
It's always the deepest.
You got me there. That's
Yes.
where I was
Thank
going.
you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 8 minutes past 8. I forgot we were up to. I think it must be you, Amanda.
I got pure intentions. Don't get me wrong, yeah. I got pure intentions. Mean you no harm. Everyone will tell you never trust a stranger, but I know I'm not too busy. I got pure intentions. Yeah. I finally summoned the language and stammered.
Okay, welcome back. Good to have your company on 3 Magic Talking Online, of course, 16 minutes after 8. Just got a bit excited there. I quite like the job of hairdressing. It could be quite a good job, actually. Lawyer Marcus Beveridge and Kai Kudidal for Parenting Place Petra Bagris are with us on the panel this morning. Lovely to see you here. Welcome to the show.
Thanks very much.
Do you like a haircut?
She looks so beautiful. It
Doesn't
almost
she?
appeals.
Yes.
You look gorgeous.
Almost appeals. It's like Sinead O'Connor. Mark,
No,
right.
the Sinead O'Connor moment, that dream that you could actually look great with no hair.
Have we got a mirror? Is there a mirror around somewhere? Mark, you carry one?
In his back pocket.
Are you surprised that I managed to sort of do, cotton on to the whole she's going to look like Sinead O'Connor?
No, but you picked it very early, which
I
is
have an
hiding
amazing eye for these types of things.
You imagine women without hair all the time?
It's just I have I don't know, a sixth sense for fashion.
Yeah.
creeped residence.
And his modesty is just as good.
Yeah. Raising money for a good cause.
Yeah, bank profits. Speaking of money, bank profits are massive in this country. So $5.1 billion, the 4 big Aussie banks. I want you to think about this for a moment. $5.1 billion of New Zealanders' money we give to the banks and they take offshore back to their country. What do you reckon?